right, good evening, everyone. Wow, what a great showing here tonight. So I'm Frank Makrides. I'm the founder and co-founder and CEO of Tunnel. At Tunnel, we're focused on providing real-time scalable payments on the cloud. We're a FinTech company, and everything's powered by our patent-pending distributed ledger technology. So this slide here is just a quick overview, a high-level overview of our system, how it works. So currently right now, we're working with a bank here in the United States, and we're integrating to all of U.S. banking, and we're building a regulatory gateway to all of U.S. banking to provide KYC, AML, and payment portal. That integrates to our cloud-based payment platform, and that's currently running on AWS and Google Cloud. Our focus is on real-time payments, scalable and secure. Other features that we're offering the banks are bank-to-bank transfer, A to A, cross-border value transfer, escrow services, identity directory, and bill pay services. In addition to that, we have a B2B API payment gateway that allows third parties to build their own unique experiences, either with our washed apps, if you want to call it, or they can provide their own unique user experiences. We're currently talking with different industries like healthcare, financials, gaming, and many others. So what's unique about Tunnel? If you look at the current forms of payment out there today that you're all familiar with, whether it's credit, debit, ACH, or wire, they all have some serious challenges when it comes to scalability and also offered security at the same time. So we're focused on solving a lot of those challenges based on these 40 to 60-year-old payment networks that all focus on providing a technology which we call single-party authorized. What does that really mean? So if I have your credit card information, let's just say, I can start doing a transaction without you having any say. ACH and wire are very rampant with fraud as well. Blockchain was a solution that has come to market and has had a lot of hype, but the challenge with blockchain is it just doesn't scale. So what we've come up with Tunnel is a unique data architecture where every individual user actually has their own unique chain. So if you want to visualize this, if you have 100 chains or 100 individual users or businesses, 1,000, a million, or a billion, you snap the fabric of time across all of them, they can all transact instantaneously. We're only limited by network latency effects. So going back to the single party authentication or authorization, what we've done with Tunnel is we actually generate blocks on each of the chains between account A and account B. A user can either be a send or receive block. We have a handshake between the two, and value exchanges instantaneously, and it settles instantaneously. So there's no other technology on the market that we're aware of today that does any of those features. And everything then gets integrated in a higher tier node. This is our enterprise permission system. So everything here runs on US dollars. So in our pipeline today, right now, we're talking with a lot of early discussions with a lot of companies. We have NDAs in place with large banks, credit unions, and telecoms. And we currently have LOIs signed, and we're in contract negotiations and pilots as we speak. I'm going to run because it looks like I got a minute and a half for a demo, but I think everyone knows how big the payment space is. We got a very strong team that's ready, and we're excited to go deliver this solution. We have a background in payments and technology that goes back to decades. We have some amazing advisors as well. Former CIO of Santander Bank just joined our team. Former CEO of Eurobank, Capital One, Greg Reyes from Raise Labs, Thras from MIT, and many others. So I'm going to jump into the demo because Tom's got the counter over here. So let me see how much I can show in the meantime. So this is just a white label version of our application. Anyone can provide their own experience around this, or it can be a payment rails that can run in the background for your company or your business. So this is a digital wallet where you log in, and I'm going to simulate a payment at a coffee shop. The coffee shop then, I walked in, I'm about to buy a cup of coffee, they generate a QR code. In that QR code, they've actually generated a receive block on their end for the transaction. In that transaction, there's all the payment information. I authorize a transaction. I generate my block, settles instantaneously. We could do P2P, we could do other forms of payment. But that's a quick visualization, and it looks like I'm out of time. So if anyone's excited or has any interest or wants to follow up about what we're doing with Tunnel, please see me after this, and I'm going to open up for questions.
So is everyone expected to use the app to transact, or is it integratable with other workflows outside?
So we're going to be providing applications to the market, but you can provide your own experience. So for example, let's say you have a loyalty app. It could be Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. The customer can be or have that unique user experience that they already have today. And Tunnel is just a payment engine running in the background. So it's just a completely different form of value transfer, but it's seamless to the end user.
So it looks like a lot of B2C transactions. MasterCard and Visa have spent, however many years building up their network, and there are open standards for instant transactions like the Tier 2 Lightning Network at the top of Bitcoin that will do instant transactions, and many companies can leverage that open standard. There seems to be a strong network effect with payments as well. So you kind of build, if you're on an open standard, lots of companies are building it, and that gets adoption, then it's going to be hard for other companies to break in. Why will Tunnel make inroads in this market, and how will you stay in that market when a coffee shop can't really be expected to support 10 standards for payment?
So I haven't seen any stores or businesses for the last so many years have been talking about Lightning that accept Lightning payments. Can you tell me one?
Sure. So Lightning payments is an example of an open standard, but open standards in general have been ruling technology for a long time, whether you're talking about open document standards or a variety of different areas. So I'm just kind of comparing commercial closed standard versus open standard.
Yeah, I think that's a great question. So I think there's a lot of challenges today with especially decentralized systems and adoption. I think there will always be a segment for that and a use case for that. We're focused on integrating our solution into U.S. banking. So let's talk about some of the challenges related to Lightning. We could talk also about Visa, MasterCard, and credit rails in general. So if we look at Lightning, anytime I do a network transaction on Lightning, I have to go file a tax report for that. That doesn't really sound like something fun. So every time I use and spend crypto, I have to worry about tracking all those transactions and reporting them at the end of the year at the IRS. No business, everyone we're talking to, every B2B, B2C, no one wants anything to do with that. And then second, let's talk about credit for a second and credit rails. So we're talking about 40 to 60-year-old tech there. I got my credit card information just stolen about a month ago. I didn't use it for 6 months before that. I was on a trip, I used it, then all of a sudden I just got all this fraudulent activity. I had to file a police report and all that. Businesses have to deal with chargebacks that go up to 6 months to get to reach back on. So our technology solves a lot of those inherent problems. In addition to that, even credit value transfers don't settle instantly. They take days to settle. So there's a lot of challenges in value transfer today with those types of payment networks. And that's what Tunnel is inherently looking to solve.
So I just visited China last summer.
They're way ahead of us.
Exactly. So when you talk about QR code, that's exactly what the Alipay and WeChat Pay is doing.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are huge.
Yes.
They're expanding to the U.S.
Yes.
How are you different?
No, that's just one form of exchanging information. We can run in the background as a value transfer. It's just a way to exchange the block information. So if I'm actually doing a value transfer in person, I can do tap and pay, I can do QR. We have a web applet that plugs in that allows the value transfer between the two parties. We actually created a unique digital identity for all the people on our network. So unlike today, you would have a bank account or you have a credit account and a credit card. You get all these different mishmash of payment portals. We integrate everything into our platform using a unique digital identity that allows value transfer. So the QR is just one example to show how we can exchange and exchange value in an in-person setting. But I agree. I think and we're way behind Asia, Africa, even with M-Pesa and a lot of these other technologies.
So I've spoken to a lot of the payment providers, and they charge premium for actually the ACH takes 3 days. They have an option to provide same-day transfer.
Yep.
And they charge a premium price. Does that mean as a business, if I'm part of your network, do I have to pay premium for this?
Zero. So all value transfers on our system, all value transfers are zero cost. So let me quickly answer that. So you can move money into Tunnel, no charge. You can transact unlimited all day long, as many times as you want. It's perfect for microtransactions. It's ideal for those situations. We only charge a small flat rate fee to businesses on the withdrawal back to your bank account. So there's a huge demand for gaming. There's a huge demand for subscription services and many others. And especially on value transfers, also 25K and above. Wire fraud is extremely rampant. I met a gentleman the other day that lost $11 million in a wire transfer at a bank. $11 million. So these challenges today are being band-aid, especially on fraud, with many other types of technology, whether it's AI or call centers or automated flow, where billions and billions of dollars are wasted on fraud, I would say, after the fact, where we're trying to prevent it from occurring to begin with. So I don't know if that answers your question. Okay, thank you, everybody.